first game of the season between these two great rivals. And there should be many great seasons to come.
Yeah, and this contest might tell us a bit more about how this season's going to pan out.
Hello guys, and welcome to our review on FIFA 16.
16, yep.
I don't remember which year we were on. Yeah, Sean, you play a ton more than me, so...
It's a good game, but I think they've tweaked a few too many things this year. You know, I'm not a huge fan of defending, of how they've done it this year. It's never been easy, but I just think they've changed it too drastically. I know the idea is to make it more difficult, but I mean, you're playing online against some people. They've got the likes of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. They just walk around your defence. They don't even have to run.
Because they're match winners, they're game changers. So
you know, the passing's not as brilliant either.
You know, I've found that my passing game is definitely improved.
Yeah, see, I've found I've struggled. Silly passes.
Yeah, I do find that the defence is certainly harder this year than it's been for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely perfectly to beat a keeper from that
and the problem is, if you're like me and you buy FIFA every year and you hammer the hell out of it, you know, you struggle to adapt to these new extreme changes. I mean, someone like yourself won't notice it so much.
No, I mean, I only know. I've noticed definitely that defending is harder than before. But I've played my manager career on my League One team, and I'm finding that sort of a direct passing game is working really well, where I've not found that in recent years.
No, like I say, I'm the opposite, but there will be many people that look at it and go, you know, actually I prefer that, or they'll be like me and go, I don't really like it, but I've only had the game, what are we, 4 days from release?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to take time to adapt, and then I might be singing its praises. You know, but it's very good positional play. It is what it is. FIFA's FIFA.
Yeah, I mean, I've not noticed any real.
Enjoying the game as a whole.
Oh, I thought I was going to give away a penalty then.
I thought you was as well. I was hoping you was.
I've not noticed any sort of major changes on game modes, although the career with the sort of in-week training sessions is quite a.
That's a nice little touch. I enjoy that. And if it's not your cup of tea, you can skip it.
Yeah,
if you don't want to be doing it every week, I suppose it can get a bit tedious.
But you can sim it, and I assume the sim is just a slight. You know, you're not going to get maybe the maximum potential that you could have out of the players. But I think with the low, especially if you start careers lower league teams, it gives you the potential to feel like you can improve the team without throwing a lot of money at it. The same with pre-season. I mean, I've done
that's a nice touch. I do like that.
Yeah, I mean, I done mine as Colchester United. You know, on my local team. And it gave me a really nice transfer boost beginning of the season by getting a good result at a sort of a pre-season cup.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a nice touch, and terrible pass. The press conferences as well. I don't know if they were there last year because I didn't do much last year, did I?
I don't really remember. I didn't do a lot of career last year. I maybe did the odd player career, but I never really hammered the manager career. But I don't remember there being press conferences. I remember getting asked random questions occasionally,
Nice bit of footwork from the attack.
but not a real sort of press conference.
And in comes the header.
Nah.
Oh, and that's a penalty. Step
Oh,
up.
yeah, hello.
To put his side in front. Clumsy challenge.
Yeah, it was a clumsy
But-
challenge, and the lad stepping up.
I mean, we move on to Ultimate Team.
12 yards.
He's done the job. He's the specialist.
It's very similar to what it has been, but that new drafts mode, I had a go on that last night for the first time. Didn't really understand what it was until I went on to it. I'd read about it,
Has opened the scoring. 1-0
Not
here.
looked at it seriously until last night, and I have to say that's quite a good fun.
Yeah, I thought it was
And
quite
you will
nice. I mean, the kind of fun thing with it is you get
Now after the tackle.
given a team rather than playing your own team.
Yeah,
So it kind of gives you them opportunities to play with your Messis and your Ronaldos, which, unless
you might
you're
not
going to put...
necessarily get.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have, one, a lot of luck, or,
Or two, a lot of coins.
yeah, a lot of money sort of dropped to get the coins and that, to get your Messis and your Ronaldos and that. So I quite liked that. I thought it was a good touch.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and the fact you get 5 players to choose from for each position varies it a tad as well.
Yeah. The thing that I did find that bugged me a little bit is, again, my career mode, I was playing semi-pro and I was winning, but I weren't, you know, they weren't walkovers. So when I set that up, because you get to set your difficulty, I thought, well, you know, I'll keep it the same. I'll put it on semi-pro. First game, 7-0. And that kind of took a little bit of the fun out of it for me, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's... You've got to play on, was it expert after that,
from the goalkeeper now.
or hard, or whatever it is, and then you got legendary or world class. I play it on world class, but I have to admit I struggle certain games.
I just found that there was this massive jump in or drop in difficulty on semi-pro from career to semi-pro on Ultimate Team, which I say it was a silly thing, but it did kind of really bug me. You know, I was kind of bored with it by about half time when I was 6-0 up.
Could be a yellow card here
Yeah.
for that foul.
Glitches and bugs. I haven't noticed a hell of a lot, but one I have noticed, which is probably completely silly, and I'm probably just picking now. If you watch them as they're doing handshakes before the match, their arms are all over the place. It's like they're doing the bleeding Macarena.
You know, I mean, I usually skip that, so I've not spotted it.
See, I watched it the first time round to see if they changed anything, like the presentation of it all, which they have slightly. I mean, one thing about EA and FIFA, they put a lot of effort into presentation and making it like it is on the telly,
Against Manchester United.
making you feel like you're fully immersed in it. You know, and that's one of the good things about it. That's why I love the FIFA games so much. Get them release day every year without fail. It's one of the few games I know I will definitely get my money's worth out of.
And he's moved in trying to jostle the opponent off his stride.
You know,
Well,
and I get so many hours out of it.
Oh god, yeah, you do.
Now Carrick.
The interesting thing though is, or I think the interesting thing is the addition of the women's football leagues, or the women's national teams, whatever they've added. I've not looked at it too.
Yeah, I think it's 16 or something, 12 or 16 women's team.
Yeah, no, I mean I've streamed this a fair bit over the last couple of days, and it's come up in every single stream. And I've not actually found anyone who's really seems overly bothered by it. And I didn't really see on like the main menu or anything really promoting it, so I don't.
Well, there is in the tournaments thing. There is like a women's national, you know, you can do your own competition and tournament.
Yeah. I kind of thought, coming into it, that it was going to be a bit more of, you know, if I wanted to be my career, I can do my career as me. If my mum picks it up, really, she, you know, she could do a career as herself, which doesn't seem to be
the case. No.
Doesn't seem to be the case. So I kind of get the feeling a little bit that the female leagues were there as a bit of a PR stunt.
Well, I think it's to show that FIFA and EA want to promote the women's game more, and after the ladies had a fairly decent World Cup for England.
Yeah, I think it needs to come in because it is growing as a sport. Women's football is definitely starting to sort of creep its way up the popularity ratings, but I don't know. I mean, I just think it could have been done so much better in a way.
They could have elaborated on it far more. And
yeah, it just seems a bit like it's there, but it's sort of like a bit of the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Scrappy defending.
I don't even know how I've not scored yet.
I don't know how you've not scored yet.
But although, no, it's a nice touch. It's good to see Seasons still there. That's always a good bit of fun. Pro clubs, we've spent many an hour on that, haven't we, my friends?
Yep. And I like the fact that you can just run from game to game to game. There's no having to keep going back to the offside. I knew I was offside. Keep going back to the menu and putting yourself back in position, searching for a game again. You can literally finish it, jump straight back in.
Yeah, they've literally done what they did with Seasons. You can just jump into games. As soon as the both of you are loaded up and back in.
Yeah, it just sort of automatically queues the next game up for you, which is a nice touch.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty deflection.
There's a lot more goals like that now.
A lot of scrappy goals.
Funny deflections.
Yeah, I've found there's been... I was saying to you last night, I've also found a lot that I find the keepers have got very butterfingers. There seems to be a lot more times that the keeper just doesn't keep his hands on it anymore.
Yeah, and there's a lot more scrappy shots. The shooting's been changed as well.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that, for instance. Last year's game, you'd have hit that, and you'd have got some height and some distance on it.
Yeah.
This year's, it's very difficult to get it at the right angle. But like I say, you see it in real football all the time. And that wasn't meant to be a shot.
Snapped up by Hugo Lloris.
I pressed the wrong button. But it's good. The FIFA Interactive World Cup. I don't remember that being on last year's game. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But I could never find it. And I enjoyed that on the year before that's game. It's good to see that make a reappearance and be more advertised again.
Was the spray paint for the free kicks and that, was that on last year's game? Because I never noticed that, and I've noticed that this year, and I like that. I think that's a really nice, again, it's just that nice little immersion, sort of full immersion touch now, but that's there.
Oh, the referees.
Yeah, spraying the spray. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't in last year's game.
And the
That's a new rule that FIFA brought in last season, but it never made it into the game. The game had been out too long by then.
The other thing that
I hadn't noticed it.
I did. That was one of the first things I noticed, and I tell you what, I'm going to try and hack you out when you get a bit closer. Oh, cheeky little devil. He's like, no. The other thing that I really liked with it is that you take your free kick, he sprays the line, all done, dusted. You take the free kick and you keep on playing, and it's still there. It's not a case that it's there and then it just magically vanishes. takes a little bit of time for it to disappear.
Yeah, which it does in real life.
Yeah. They've definitely tweaked some nice touches. And there are women in the crowd now. Something else that they did push that they'd never had, and I'd never noticed. This is supposed to be the first.
They had women in last year's.
Did they?
In the crowd. Yeah.
I'm sure I read somewhere that they said that this was the first year that had got female crowds. Ah.
No, I wouldn't have said that.
I can't say that I look at the crowd all that much.
Spray down. Who goes?
The grass.
Who goes? You can do it? No. What you doing, ref? Do your job.
He's not done it.
No. See, I hadn't noticed it. Maybe it's just a career mode thing. Because that's one of the Premier League rules.
Well, my career, I'm League 1.
Well, I think they do it every league now.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah, last season they didn't.
And it's a difficult one to lose in that respect.
Well, I think there was a lot
of in this match, and it's definitely a lot of small tweaks rather than any massive changes this year. It's definitely little details on the physics and things like that that I've noticed.
Yeah.
No major.
It's still as good as ever.
Yeah. Exactly what you'd expect.
Silly, but
there's the worst thing. The worst thing is beards. Ginger beards. They all look really bizarre when they've got a ginger beard. It kind of doesn't look. It looks too bright.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Lloris's gloves there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But, I mean,
not saying I've picked up on a hell of a lot, but
I look at weird details. I mean, there's been no shake-up with the real shake-up with the game modes. Just again, little small tweaks with bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And like you say, I think some of the some of the physics tweaks. I think that's one of them things that you'll find 10 people that love it and 10 people that despise it. It's
yeah.
But on the
it's
whole,
to be expected. You can't keep everyone happy.
Yeah. Like I say, I think it's FIFA. It does exactly what it says on the tin every year. It's a good game. It's well put together. It's going to take a bit of getting used to some of the changes this year, but on the whole,
I mean, it's not a horrible game to play. Frustrating, but that's what FIFA's all about. I mean, I've spent many an evening swearing at the telly because I can't win a game. Some nights I'm worse than others. But it, you know, it is what it is. I love playing the game. It's one of them games you can't help but love to hate it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop you playing it. And I think that's what EA have done so well.
So in a sentence, Sean, FIFA 16. And out of 10.
How many out of 10? I'd give it a 8.5.
Yeah, I think it's a fair sort of score on it.
It's got little things that I don't like about it, but the good things outweigh the bad. So I think it deserves a solid 8.5.
Yeah, I think, you know, FIFA, it does exactly what it says on the tin. Been tweaked in places, some bits easier, some bits harder, but I still think the best football game money can buy. I still prefer this to Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah, definitely much better. You got all the licenses here, you got all the proper strips, player names, team names. Can't ask for much else.
Yeah, well, I think that pretty much wraps it all up. A good game. Definitely, probably, in my opinion, or in our opinion, I think we both go to say it is the best you're going to buy for football. Nice tweaks, some not so nice tweaks, but still a really good all-round package. So yeah, no, cheers for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We are planning to push some FIFA content out once we've dotted the I's and crossed the T's. So just keep your eyes open for that. If you have enjoyed it, guys, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel out. Drop in the comments below if there is something you want to see us try and do with FIFA in the channel. Follow us on Twitter at 1S Gaming and at 1S Gaming Extra, and online at www.1sgaming.co.uk. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.